We talked about the biggest fuck-ups in NFL history. Crave Online has a top 5, but I'll give you the top 3, and then I do want to get into Ben and JR's take. So at number 3 is Charles Rogers, who appeared to be a great talent out of Michigan State. He was the number 2 pick in the 2003 NFL draft.
Matt Millen kept drafting wide receivers year after year after year.
Yes. Drugs were certainly a part of it, injuries as well. They passed on Andre Johnson, correct. Number 2, JaMarcus Russell, who we both, all of us talked about. 2007 draft, the number 1 overall pick. He came in 6'6", 300 pounds.
Can't be 300-pound quarterback.
No? Why not?
Can't do it.
Who was the huge quarterback who played for the Giants? He's a white guy.
Oh,
looked like an offensive lineman.
Jared
Lorenzen.
Yeah.
Jared Lorenzen.
Yeah.
They passed on Calvin Johnson, Joe Thomas, and Adrian Peterson. In his 3 years, 18 touchdowns, 23 interceptions, 22 fumbles. Solid numbers. And number 1, as Ben indicated previously, Ryan Leaf, the 1998 number 2 overall pick.
I know who went with him. Peyton Manning.
That is correct. Peyton Manning. He was a party animal, certainly. 2 touchdowns and 15 interceptions in his rookie year.
There was
2 touchdowns.
I had a friend, and I'll tell you about him, I feel like every time, because he's like the most prototypical player in high school and then turned to a coach. He coaches basketball now, one of my good friends from high school. And after the whole Ryan Leaf, Peyton Manning thing went down, he said, there's this test, and I forget the name of the test, but it's a test
Wonderlic?
Yeah, I said that one. It doesn't get the same kind, I was going to mention Wonderlic, it doesn't get the same kind of attention that one does, but they assess how a guy's brain is and how he takes things in, how he takes in stress, and how he's going to maybe develop into a certain kind of player. They said this test was given to Ryan Leaf and Peyton Manning, and certain guys took it in and other guys didn't. But it specifically said Ryan Leaf is going to drive your team crazy. He's going to crumble under pressure. He's going to fall apart. He's going to be out of the league in a few years.
You don't remember the name
Peyton
of the
Manning,
test?
I couldn't remember. It was years ago with my friend.
It's not the Wonderlic test.
No. And he said, and Peyton Manning scored on the exact opposite side of that test. They were like here and there.
Really?
They said if you look at this one test, you will look and go, Peyton Manning.
Now I have to find it.
Peyton Manning's going to be a great, champion, and he's going to be a Hall of Famer. And Ryan Leaf is going to be out of the league and is going to embarrass himself.
Ryan Leaf is, I believe, this morning as we do this, incarcerated.
Could be.
He a prisoner. He in jail.
He in prison. Do you guys have any other names that you think were the biggest draft busts of all time?
You always see these top 10 things on NFL Network and stuff because they're trying to do filler on a weekend. And so they have these types of lists. What's the name? The one who got ran over, he had the shaved head linebacker, white guy.
The Boz? Brian Bosworth?
Bosworth. He's always on the list, but I never paid enough attention to him to realize that this is, early 90s.
It's a great player at Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's the thing. So we go off of that so much. So that's these guys always end up on lists. I think he always tops those lists.
Not to interrupt you, Leaf began, according to Wikipedia, serving a 7-year sentence in state prison in December 2012.
Yeah, so he's locked up in Montana. And by the way, the great thing about the Wikipedia page for Ryan Leaf is born May 15th, 1976, so 24. So he'd be Manning.
37.
37, 30. He'd be turning 38 this year. Is a retired American football player. He really retired. Not quite fair.
He maybe fell out of the league. Do you have any draft busts as well coming to mind? I know I'm putting you on the spot here, but come on, you got to have a few.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Ryan Leaf, I think that those make sense. It was a great one. Brian Bosworth, Charles Rogers is a great one. JaMarcus Russell, those are the most recent ones. But, look, the NFL is so predicated on the success of your first-round pick, really your second and third-round picks becoming starters. Important, at the bare minimum, like a defensive back in the third round, it's got to be your nickel back. He's got to play. So the teams that have failed to develop those picks consistently, who was the offensive tackle the Raiders took who turned out? Tony Mandrich, right? Turned out to be a disaster.
Tony Mandrich. He was drafted by the Packers.
Not the Raiders.
Yeah.
But the Raiders, obviously, one reason why they're terrible is they've had, Darius Hayward-Bay. They drafted a wide receiver who can't catch passes.
Well, they drafted on speed. Everyone knew it. Al Davis drafted speed.
It sometimes sucks because it's based on the hype that these guys have coming from college. Let's go with Tim Tebow. He's going to hit the list.
Yeah, Tim Tebow was first round pick.
There was such a huge amount of hype around these guys. Reggie Bush was like, he's going to change the NFL. Now, Reggie Bush is a good NFL player. That's where he lands. He's a good running back. He's not a Hall of Famer. He's not he won a championship. He was an intricate part of winning a championship. He's a great player. But the thing is, they came in talking so much about how this guy's going to come in and it's no longer going to be called running back anymore. It's going to be called Reggie Bushback. And it's like, calm down. Calm down. You know, he was great in college. Let him have his pro career. So then we start lumping them even lower when we find out they don't meet the ridiculous expectations that are put on them when they're coming out of college.
All right, I got a few more for you guys. The Ravens drafted Kyle Bowler in the first round. That was a pretty bad one.
Yeah, well, look, by the way, I think we can safely say who's the Jacksonville quarterback? Why am I blanking on it? Blaine Gabbert.
Oh, Blaine Gabbert. Yeah, definitely.
That
huge
counts.
bust.
Yeah.
The Bills drafting Aaron Maben. He was on the Bears, excuse me, I believe this past year. The Browns with Tim Couch.
Yeah, Tim Couch, yeah. Right, the Tim Couch who went the same year then as Akili Smith. From Oregon.
Akili Smith.
Who went to the Bengals.
Who went to the Bengals. Couch went 1 and Smith went 2, both to Ohio.
Who's our
both
other
terrible.
Browns quarterback?
Akili Smith didn't take it seriously.
From Notre Dame.
Brady Quinn.
Brady Quinn. He's going to be on the list.
Yeah, but he dropped. I mean, you have some sympathy for him.
He
went
dropped,
in the first round.
and he dropped. He went in the first round. Look, he's not a bust like them because he's still in the league. Like he's earning money.
Yeah, he's getting there.
Cade McNown, by the way, as well.
Sure,
and David Carr.